25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Laura Byrnes is in the studio from CareerSource, Citrus, Levy, Marion. And as you already know, Laura comes in here with information about job opportunities and gives us information if we're looking for a job. It gives us information if you are an employer looking for an employee. And I'm always amazed that CareerSource bottom line has no bottom line. It costs nothing for anybody to either get a job or to find a perfect employee. And Laura has 3 guests with her today, and they are all from, is it Human Potential Healthcare? That's what it's called? Okay. So let's say hi to Laura first. Good morning, Laura. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well. Thank you. How are you?
Good. You're looking good, even though you're way down there at the other end of the table.
Well, I'm happy to be way down here because that means we have 3 really exciting guests, and I just have a few announcements, but I want to really turn it over to Kristen and their guests, and because I think it's going to be great. If that's okay.
That is all right. Of course it's okay.
Well, in addition to doing this, I just wanted to point out we've had 11 hiring events thus far in August.
Is that right?
For August.
That's a lot.
And those are the exclusive hiring events that we have at our location, at your work site, or at a third area that is convenient. And we do that for individual employers who have very specific needs. So I just wanted to point that out. We also have 74 free workshops scheduled, and this is everything from computer basics and 4 different levels of resume writing, interactive interviewing, to stress management, money management, soft skills, how to use social media in your job search. All of those free. So check out our calendar of events at CareerSourceCLM.com. And if you can't get to us, our mobile resource units, we have 2, they are making 30 different visits throughout the community during this month. So lots going on. We do have a couple upcoming items I'd like to mention. Next Wednesday, August 26th, is Navigating Today's World of Work for Veterans, and this is just fantastic. We've talked about this before. Our military personnel come back and they have 3 and 4 and 5 pages of skills and experience, and they wonder, how is this going to translate into the civilian labor market? So we can help with that. So if you are a military veteran, please check out the Navigating Today's World of Work workshop next Wednesday. We have a couple hiring events. Thursday, Dash Express, and that's at our 14th Street Career Center, and they're looking to hire non-emergency medical transport drivers. Manpower will also be there the same day. Both of these start at 10, and they're still hiring manufacturing, construction, assembly, and document imaging specialists. And then this Friday, Fast Track Staffing, and they have a whole bunch of positions: accounting specialists, electricians, administrative assistants, just a number of different positions they're filling. And that actually will take place at our Lecanto Career Center. And just want to mention again our Tri-County Job Fair. That takes place next Wednesday, and that's over in Chiefland. And then we do have a job fair, a big regional job fair coming up in October, on October 15th. So check out our calendar of events at CareerSourceCLM.com. You'll find all of these, and you will also find today's guests, their postings and how to apply for their positions at that site. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Kristen.
Lots of good stuff happening, sounds like. All right, Kristen, I met you already. Kristen Van Meter. Am I saying your name correctly?
Right.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
So you're the owner of this company, right?
I am.
Wow, how long have you owned the company?
We've been in business since May of last year, so just about a year and four or 5 months.
Well, so good for you. Who's we? Who are your partners?
Well, it's myself currently. And I asked Laura, first of all, thank you, CareerSource, for having us, and Larry for having us. And CareerSource does wonderful things here in our community, and we're happy to always work with them and support each other as best we can. What
does Human Potential Healthcare do?
Human Potential Healthcare is a healthcare employment company in Ocala, and we specialize by hiring skilled nursing professionals.
Oh, really?
And we place them on a contract, part-time, full-time, per diem basis to area hospitals, nursing facilities, rehab hospitals, clinics, doctor's offices, you name it.
ALFs?
Assisted living facilities,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are the employer, just as the hospital or nursing facility would be the employer. So we cover all taxes, liability, malpractice.
Oh, that makes it easy for them.
We take the burden away from the healthcare facility we're working with as far as HR and risk. And we have our employees come in and work and do a great job, provide the service that they need since they're a little short-staffed. And it's a nice relationship.
So right off the top of my head, I'm imagining nurses, but do you also hire like janitorial staff and those folks also?
We do not.
Do not, okay.
And that's where we turn to our friends at Express and Fast Track and Safarion.
So Robin and I play music at a lot of the assisted living facilities, and it's always amazing. Yesterday we went into one, and it was, I don't want to name it. In fact, I don't even think I can remember the name of it, but they had severely disabled adults in wheelchairs, and I just... A, they were all looking happy, and B, well, no, A really should be the staff was really, it's like angels on earth when you see people in the field that you represent, so.
They really are. You meet some staff, you meet some people who work in the healthcare industry, and they are just such special people. I mean, they really are. Because
I'm guessing that in your field, and I'm guessing you can all see this, that somebody who has the skills, the knowledge to care for another human being, but does not have the attitude, that's got to be just as important as the skills and the knowledge, right? So when you're talking to people, that's part of your sixth sense, your intuition, right?
That's it. We are very particular when we hire. We've got to have, it's the personality and it's the care, and it's also the attention to detail with the patients, but also being smart enough to be able to have time management, get all of your stuff done. There's a lot of stuff to do during a 12-hour shift.
And patience, not to have a pun, but you have to have patience, right?
Families.
Yeah.
It's a lot to deal with in a 12-hour shift, so it takes a lot of just somebody who's very persistent and willing to get the job done.
So we're going to hear about some of those jobs. Cindy Lynch?
Yes.
Am I saying your name right? Cindy,
yes.
You're a CNA?
Yes.
What does that stand for? CNA?
A certified nursing assistant.
And so what is your day like?
Well, I work at night.
You work at night?
Yes.
So what is your night like?
Hectic.
Did you sleep yet? Did you sleep?
I've been off.
She works tonight.
Oh, you work tonight?
Yes.
Can I ask where, or should I not ask that question? Give me some guidance.
Am I allowed to answer that?
You're allowed to answer.
Sure.
Health South.
Health South.
Yeah.
And what? Okay, CNA does. So, tell me what your night is like. You go in.
I go in. I take vitals, give them water if they need any water, showers, get them ready for bed.
And who are they? How old are they? Are they older people?
It ranges from 18 to. I had one patient that was 102.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so you're doing everything for 8 hours every night? Just
12 hours.
12 hours?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been only doing it for about 4 months.
Only?
Through Kristen, so.
What did you do before that?
Same thing, just worked 8-hour shifts.
Oh, okay.
At a nursing facility.
So this is your profession.
Yes.
This is what you've chosen to do. Well, good for you. You're an angel on earth.
Thank you.
Did you ever think of yourself that way?
No.
No?
Not really.
No, nobody does. No. Heroes don't think of themselves as heroes. Angels don't think of themselves as angels.
Yeah.
And
I've been doing it for over 7 years.
And are you from here, from Ocala?
Yeah.
Did you study here? And what you know to do what you do, did you learn it?
No, I was in Crystal River.
Oh, in Crystal River?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not too far.
No.
I consider that here.
Yeah. It's not that far.
All right, let me move over to Pablo Suazo.
Correct.
Am I saying your name right? Nice to meet you, Pablo. You're an LPN.
Correct.
Now, what does that mean?
A licensed practical nurse.
Okay. And where do you work?
I do home health visits for Kristen through Baycare.
So you go to people's homes?
Correct.
Wow. So what is your day like? You get started really early?
I work for Kristen part-time, so generally after I finish my primary job, I'll go see a couple patients.
Your primary job? What's your primary job?
I'm director of nursing at Hampton Manor, 24th Road.
Oh, okay. We're familiar with that.
That's the one. I think that's the one my mom passed away in, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, my mom passed away there. You guys are great.
Oh, well, thank you.
It was not a good experience for me, but it had nothing to do with you. All right, we'll take a little break, and we will be right back. You'll find out about some jobs, perhaps with human potential healthcare. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today with a couple of thunderstorms around anytime at the beaches, but during the afternoon hours only across the interior. The high today 88 to 92. Tonight, partly cloudy. A shower with thunderstorm in spots, low 73 to 77. For tomorrow, partly sunny with a couple of thunderstorms in the area anytime at the beaches, but only in the afternoon over the interior. The high tomorrow, 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Ooh, ouch. Does pain have you glued to the couch? Yes, unfortunately it's true that every year we must get older, but that doesn't mean we have to deal with pain in our back, knees, or shoulder. If your muscles and joints are sore, don't worry anymore. Come get acupuncture from me and you'll be pain-free. Acupuncture starts as low as $35 at a Better You Healthcare. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, at 615-5566. Stop your pain from driving you insane.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood, and when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then, I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
It's rodeo time in Ocala. The Great Ocala Shrine Rodeo stampedes back to town September 4th and 5th, 7:30 nightly. Witness America's #1 sport and the greatest show on dirt as cowboys ride to help children walk. 33 years of broncs, bulls, and babes. For tickets and information, call 352-402-8808. September 4th and 5th. Don't miss the Ocala Shrine Rodeo.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Cozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Did you see Josh Groban singing the Donald Trump tweets? You see that?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Josh Groban singing.
I will enjoy that. Now
Josh Groban singing Donald Trump tweets. Just a fun thing to point out.
Fun thing.
All right, so we are talking to Laura Byrnes, and the guests in the studio are Kristen Van Meter. Am I saying your name right, Kristen?
That's right.
Cindy Lynch and Pablo Suazo. We're talking about actually getting work in the health field, and it sounds like Kristen is the person to go to and the company to go to perhaps get yourself set up with that. I know you have something to say.
Well, I just, this is a perfect topic for today because I just came from the CEP's Exceptional Morning Breakfast.
Did you have one?
Pardon me?
Did you have an exceptional morning breakfast?
I'm having an exceptional morning.
Oh, I thought exceptional modified breakfast.
No.
Oh, okay.
And Bob Moore, the CEO of Monroe Regional Health Center, MRMC, he was the guest speaker. It was standing room only. And Kevin Shiley pointed out, and wisely so, that healthcare is a big industry in Marion County, the Ocala MSA.
Yeah, right.
We consistently lead the state for year and over year job growth in healthcare. It is the one industry that was sort of recession-proof while everyone else was tanking. Healthcare was very healthy.
Yeah, especially here.
So if you have the skills that Kristen is looking for, you cannot do better than a healthcare job.
Absolutely.
It's an economic driver, and it's just a wonderful career for you.
And I'm imagining, Kristen, that the people you work with, the agencies, the facilities you work with, are as varied as can be. There are some small ones, some large ones.
They are. Some typically are 5-10 staff, maybe a little bit smaller, and then others are 1,000 employees. So they're very varied in who we partner with and where our staff works.
And real quickly, from the employer's perspective, if it was me, I would rather have somebody like you because that takes all that burden off of me.
What we're specializing in doing what I'm specializing in doing. They're nice enough to help me achieve it, but it's
pretty
partnering.
Did you see her hair? Look at that hair.
I know. They're gorgeous.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Highlights.
Thank you.
And
So-
there's sparklies on her shirt.
My job is to partner, thank you. My job is to partner with these facilities very closely and exclusively to provide our service to them.
Right.
So it's not just us providing healthcare staff to them. It's really getting in there and working alongside them. So it's working very closely with their HR, working very closely with their own internal staffing office to make sure their needs are met. So it's both of us working together.
Does it make it easier for the employee to change locations? Let's say I'm working at the hospital, but it's a 10-mile drive, and I got a facility, 2 miles from my home. Is it easier working through you at those places than it would be if I was hired by them directly?
I'm going to turn that question over to Cindy and Pablo. I wanted them to come. I want the listeners to know, and if there's anybody watching, to know that we work with staff for a variety of reasons and a variety of situations. So Cindy is human potential is her full-time job, full-time permanent job. Pablo has a full-time job at Hampton Manor, but he also does additional home health on the side. So our goal is to attract the best healthcare staff, doesn't matter if you're available per diem or full-time, and put them to work where you match, whether you're interested in hospice, you're interested in home health. So that's our goal.
Is that the main reason, Pablo? In your case, did you specifically go to Kristen for that reason?
For home health specifically.
Yeah. And is that what you want to do eventually full-time?
My dream is to work in a hospital, but I've got some things I need to do before that, but I want to keep my skills sharp and I want to grow as a clinician. And I have that opportunity through Kristen's agency doing home health visits.
Okay. And do you, in your case, I know that Cindy doesn't make her own hours, but do you make your own hours? As far as what you do in home health?
Somewhat. Kristen lets me know what she has available as far as visits go. I tell her if I can take them or how many I can take, and then I call the clients and schedule the visits with them. So it's kind of a mixture of what I can do and is the client available at that time.
And now, Kristen, when people come to work for you on your payroll, what kind of background checks do you do, and how do you let them know that the places they're going to is safe for them also?
Absolutely. Very good questions. So if you're a healthcare worker in the state of Florida, you know you've got to do a level 2 fingerprint background, which the state FBI and FDLE take care of for me. So I don't have to worry about making the decision if somebody is eligible to work inside of a facility. The state does it for us. So we have a drug screen, a 10-panel drug screen. We have the level 2 background. We have the OIG sex offender checks, reference checking, health statement that you're free of diseases. We certainly don't want any of our staff giving any type of illnesses or diseases to any patients. We also have a fit for duty test that we have our staff do, hepatitis B. There's a lot. The list goes on and on. So basically, our set of requirements are the same as the facilities and the hospitals and the nursing facilities.
And do the benefits come from the facility they work at or from you?
The benefits come from our company. So we have about 20 staff working for us at the moment, which is wonderful. And hopefully this time next year, we will have doubled that, a little bit more than doubled it. So at that time, we will offer health insurance, which I certainly want to do for our staff so we can remain very competitive. But currently, we offer supplemental insurance, dental, vision, short-term, long-term. And we actually do that through Advanced Benefit Services, Allstate, Kevin McDonald's supplemental insurance agency.
Do you know, Robin and I do music, and we often have used talent agents. So I'm trying to relate to what you do, kind of like a talent agent. Is it similar?
It is very similar. We have the employee side, employment side, and at the same time, we also have a direct hire side where customers will call and say, we know we really need a nurse practitioner. Can you help us? So we have
temporary work? Do you do temporary?
We do, but they want somebody directly. So they want to employ them directly. They don't have the time to search.
Oh, I see.
Help us find someone.
You help screen and all that.
So we do. There's both aspects of our company, but to get into the positions that we're looking for today, is we're really looking for CNAs. We probably have spots for about 4 to 5 full-time CNAs. We're also looking for LPNs. We probably have the same 4 to 5 spots for full-time LPNs. And what makes an ideal candidate for us is somebody like both Cindy and Pablo. Cindy, who has wonderful flexibility, where her and I work together and plan her schedule on a bi-weekly basis. Cindy's always there. She's always available. That's wonderful.
Do you prefer working nights, Cindy? Do you like working nighttime?
I'm getting used to it.
Oh, getting used to it.
That might be a sensitive question for her at the moment.
Well, because I had night shifts and at factories, and I hated them.
Yeah.
And I had night shifts in radio, and I loved them. It was kind of weird. Yeah, it depended on the job, I guess.
It depends on the night, though. I mean,
really?
You can have a bad night. You can have a great night. It depends on how you start.
What's the culture like where you work? Do you sing at night and things?
No. They're all sleeping, so.
And Pablo is wonderful with his scheduling. He stays in constant communication with our office, and if we have visits available for home care, we simply call him, and typically him and I, we have the arrangement that, hey, I'm usually available every day. If you need something after work, let me know and I can help. So we really appreciate candidates who are open, who are flexible, who have good communication. In this line of work, I tell our staff, listen, when you're in these facilities at night, I'm not there. You're working independently. So it takes a lot of trust. They've got to be very independent, and they have to be able to make good decisions.
You know, Laura was mentioning that when the recession hit, the healthcare field was spared from all of that. And I'm guessing that's because we have such a large market here for that kind of care, because we have retirees moving here, and that's probably a big part of it. Do you see people coming like here? Because we have some educational, like some colleges here, that's what they specialize in is nursing. So do they come right out of school to you, or is that something you would advise? I mean,
absolutely. If somebody has just, I don't have, everybody's so different. Somebody that's got 3 or 4 years of experience may not be a good fit because maybe they're lacking something else. Somebody who's just out of school may be a very good fit because they've got what somebody with 3 or 4 years experience, common sense, good work ethic.
Well, I like that answer.
So I don't have a preference. I'm willing to talk to anybody and see if they're a good fit.
I love that answer because I don't like the catch-22. I've never liked the catch-22 where, well, you can work as long as you've worked somewhere before, but it sounds like you've got a handle on that. You know, we'll get the phone ringing here. Let's take one phone call before we run out of time. You will only be able to hear the phone call if you put your headsets on.
Okay.
I know you don't want to mess up your hair. Yeah.
No, it's.
If you can hear me, you'll be able to hear the call. Can you hear me, everybody? Okay.
I can hear.
Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling.
Hey, how you doing? Good morning, Larry. Hey, the job openings do y'all have? Do y'all have any for the DSP? Just the any home health, any type of jobs like that?
I'm sorry, what was the first thing you said? DSP?
Yes.
What is that?
What is that? Direct support personnel? Direct
support personnel. No, and it may be termed something else in the facilities that we work with, but we do have home health aide and home health positions available.
Oh, okay. And y'all have a phone number?
Well, when you go on to our website later this afternoon and click on today's date in the WOCA Ocala Live link, you'll see how to apply and the information for the open positions.
Yeah, and we're up against the clock, so if you call us, if you can't get that, we'll tell you on the phone, okay? I think he's gone. Yeah, we are up against the clock. We have like 30 seconds. That was really good information, and I know that gentleman represents a lot of people who probably are now piqued with their interests.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kristen, Pablo, and Cindy, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And Laura, real quick, what's the address?
CareerSourceCLM.com.
Excellent. Call us if you need that repeated. Go to the WOCA site, watch the video, and we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Former Subway spokesman Jared Fogle in federal court in Indianapolis. AP reporting that documents show the pitch man for the San